Hello, everybody. It is Monday, March 13th, 2023, around 10 a.m. And this video is about this particular book that I sold. I'm keeping you in suspense a little bit longer, although you probably have never seen this book. I'd never seen this book before, but I sold this book on Amazon several days ago, actually Friday. Today's Monday, so I sold it Friday, for, drum roll, $499.99. And this is a book. So you might be asking, is that the highest dollar book I've ever sold on Amazon? No, it's not. I sold one book higher, but this one also was through Merchant Fulfilled or Fulfilled by Merchant. I have sold one higher. I'm trying to remember. Actually, that was Merchant Fulfilled as well. So no, but the second highest, $499.99, $500 essentially. This is a book, interestingly enough, or not, that I got from a free book pickup from somebody that, believe it or not, actually saw my YouTube channel and reached out to me because he had a bunch of books because he was moving that he didn't want to deal with. Anyway, it's a whole thing, but it was very positive, helped him out, got rid of the books for him, and was able to sell or find some good ones for my store and for online. And this is the best one by far, so far, that was in there. So I got this for free, and it's all because of the various ways that I put my business out there and myself, whether it's YouTube, whether it's my store locally, all of that stuff, and social media as well. So what is this book? So anyway, long story short, yeah, it's good to put yourself out there. You don't have to start a YouTube channel, but you do need to tell people whatever way it is, whether it is YouTube, whether it is TikTok, whether it is Instagram, Facebook, whether it is a store, whether it is business cards, or just telling people what you do, because you never know what's going to come your way. So drum roll, this book is called, was that dramatic? It's called The Secret Government by Ismael Perez. Here you go. Here it is. And this one is super rare, but this copy, if I can show you, was signed by him. Can you see it? Here is the book. Yeah, so it's signed by him right there, which makes it even more valuable. Could I have asked for more? Even more? Possibly. There's currently one other offer on the Amazon listing for $1,500. This book is not currently for sale on eBay. I couldn't find any other copies. I did not look on Abe Books. Let's check. The book was actually not available on Abe Books and not on eBay. Only one on Amazon currently. Here is the Amazon listing, and as you can see, it actually has 7 ratings. As you can see, it's currently going for $1,500. Now, is someone going to spend $1,500? Maybe. But someone definitely did spend $500 for my copy. As you can see, there's my sale. See the line? It goes all the way across to $500. In the last year, there has not been a sale, though. I'm sorry, this is 3 months. Let's go out to, where am I? A year. There was a sale here. I'm not sure for how much. Where am I? There I am. Doesn't show how much here, which is strange. But if you go over here, there it is. Used $450 it sold for. There's another one where it sold for way less, $50-$60. And then if you go out all, which is 2,541 days, you will see a lot of sales. So look here. If you go back to, let's see, what is this? Whoops. There it is. Here is 2021 somewhere. What is that? $141 it sold for. Over here, it looks like it sold for, whoa, oh no, $60-ish. So you back even further, it's selling for very little amount of money because there were more copies in the 30s, 60s. Here it's selling for $14. if you go way back, all the way back here, potentially selling for even less. So my point is, and if you have Keepa, you can look at all this stuff as historical sales. My point is that supply and demand, are a big part of this. There's just not a supply. I mean, there's one other copy, and so no wonder that person is charging $1,500. I could have sat at $1,500, but I didn't feel that I would actually sell it anytime soon. I felt 500 was more reasonable, that it actually could sell for that, considering that it did sell for 450 in the last, what did I look at it, last year or so. And it did end up selling for that amount. Now, this is a conspiracy theory type book, and these kind of books can do well, especially if there's not very many copies of them. And the fact that I found one that was signed is crazy. If it wasn't signed, would they have paid 500? If it was the lowest price, they probably would have. They got a bonus of having it signed. So if you just happen to miraculously come across this book, you can probably sell it for great money. But the thing that I love the best about this is how I came upon it. It came to me without me having to go out and find it, because I've put myself out there. I've been on YouTube. Wow, I think my first video was 2016, so a long time. But my store I've had for almost 3.5 years now. And that coupled with, just everything else that I put out there, from YouTube to social media to my store, helps people find me. And so these kind of things fall into my lap. What is it about this particular book, though, that might grab your attention if you happen to come across it? It does have a ISBN, it does have an ISBN, but it does have a barcode. If you were to come across it out at a thrift store, an estate sale, garage sale, library book sale, if you were to come across this and pull it out and say, "The Secret Government, what our government does not want you to know," ding, 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 I would immediately look it up and see that when I looked it up, I'm not sure if that other copy was on there, the $1,500 one. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to look, but regardless, I felt, based on the past history, that I could sell it for $500, and it sold pretty quickly. I listed this in February, so maybe like within the last month, and it sold. I would look this up because it looks very secretive. Of course, it's called The Secret Government, but it just looks very conspiratorial, unique in that way, with kind of a cheesy cover. It looks like something that there weren't very many copies made. Red Sea Books Publishing. Color designed by killergraphics.com. So that's another thing that would be kind of a giveaway for this being a more of a very niche item that not very many people want to buy. People that are looking to buy it are willing to spend for it, pay up for it. So I would look for those kind of books, niche kind of books that you've never seen before, that look a little odd, a little different, a little off the wall. Whether or not, this is your thing, no judgment, but this kind of stuff is not typical the kind of books that you're going to come across, unless you just happen to come across a collection of books, that conspiracy type of books about the government, about the US, and that kind of thing. If someone had a collection of books like that, then of course you're going to see a lot of them, but more than likely you won't see these kind of books, or even this particular book, that much. In my other video, I was talking about that book I sold on eBay for $75. That was pretty rare as well. That stood out to me. The blue cover, the design. This is the same thing. It's not bright blue, it's not a bright color, but it's the title, it's the look of the cover. It looks like it was, like I said, there weren't very many copies made, and there's not a huge audience, but there's a very loyal, intense audience that is willing to pay up for it. So keep that in mind when you're out there. Even if I had to pay $2 or $5 for this book, I probably would have spent the money. I wouldn't know for sure, of course, spending that a few bucks on it, whether or not it would sell, but it would be more than worth it. 10 or 20 bucks, of course, if I would have known that I was guaranteed to sell it. But of course, you don't know that. You have to take those gambles. And thankfully, these aren't big financial gambles on books or well, not necessarily generally media, but unless you're going into the very high collectible type of stuff. But generally speaking, these kind of books that you can come across, you don't got to pay that much money, which is why one of the reasons why I really like books is that you can resell them on Amazon, no problem. And of course on eBay. And there's just great stuff out there that you can come across. The more that you look up books, the more that you're around them, the more that you put yourself in those positions to find them. So great sale. Just thought I would share it with you. Hopefully you learned something. Leave a comment. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Come back for more videos. Like I said, I've been on YouTube a very long time and starting to make videos again a couple months into the year now and enjoying it. So subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.